On May 22nd, 2023, a photo of an explosion going off at the Pentagon went viral on social media, inciting an insane amount of fear and panic and PTSD from people who had experienced September 11th in 2001. Here's the problem. The photo was generated by AI. This has stirred up a crazy amount of storm among politicians in the political arena, in the governments. Because what is the potential impact that one picture, one video could have on the world if shared by the right people and not stopped in time? Could wars be started? Could people be arrested? Could businesses be destroyed by one photo created by artificial intelligence? Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about artificial intelligence and its impact on YouTube. Every creator should understand what's coming down the pipeline. And I'm not fear-mongering here, folks. This is something that we should all be taking extremely seriously. A lot of things that I talked about months ago in my last AI video have come to pass, and we're starting to see the impact of those. And so today, I'm going to talk to you about the impact that AI is going to have on YouTube and your businesses moving forward. Let's rock and roll and get into it. Heck to the yes. All right, you guys, so I'm going to first start with an article here by Vox because there's some interesting insights in it. It says there's one report by Europol, the European. There's one report by Europol, the European. Can I get this out? European Union. One report by Europol, the European Union's law enforcement agency, predicted that as much as 90% of content on the internet could be created or edited by AI by 2026. What? 90%. Already spamming news sites seemingly generated entirely by AI are popping up. The anti-misinformation platform NewsGuard started tracking such sites and found nearly 3 times as many as they did a few weeks prior. I was talking to one of our clients the other day who does Google SEO, and he said that is the absolute worst time in the last 20 years for SEO, simply because people are generating massive amounts of articles and just populating them on Google in order to push people towards their brands. And Google is having a hard time keeping up with all of these articles, even though they're just spam, they're just noise. So what's going to happen to SEO is ultimately going to be transformed fundamentally, because AI is making it so easy to create content, easier than at any time ever before in history. The content is being flooded on the internet and is going to make it massively difficult to figure out what is true information and what is not true information. And you guys, before I get too much further in this article, in just a minute, I'm going to show you some videos that look 100% real, that are 100% fabricated by AI. And I think it's going to blow your mind, and I hope that it opens your eyes to what's happening. So one of the things that lawmakers and these companies are trying to figure out, obviously you guys remember Elon Musk signed a letter along with a number of other industry leaders a couple months ago saying, hey, we need to stop AI right now before it gets too far. We need to put some safeguards in place so that way we can make sure that everything that we know, our reality, isn't impacted by the negative effects of AI. So one of the things that people are talking about in order to flag content, videos, pictures as AI, it says here in this Vox article, one novel approach that some experts say could actually work is to use metadata, watermarks, and other technical systems to distinguish fake from real. Companies like Google, Adobe, and Microsoft are all supporting some form of labeling in AI in their products. Labeling is going to be fundamentally necessary for pictures and for video. How do you safeguard against a massive amount of text that's coming in? The senior director of Adobe's Content Authenticity Initiative says, we all have a fundamental right to establish a common objective reality. Now, the question is, whose reality is that going to be? I predict that things are still going to change and going to be shaped by AI in ways that we just can't even fathom up to this point. I want to show you guys the power of AI with Adobe. Check this out. I just downloaded Adobe Photoshop's beta program where they've integrated generative AI as a tool into the platform. And I think you guys are going to be blown away by this. Check this out. All right, you guys, I've got this picture of Elon Musk here. I'm just going to select his head. I'm going to hit select inverse generative fill and check this out. Boom. What? It put him in a button-up shirt in some type of a conference hall or church. It fabricated this guy's face completely from the ether, just pulled this out of nothing and created this. You guys, this is the power of AI. This is the power of these tools. How are you going to be able to distinguish fact from fiction? That is the problem with this AI. Now, because you guys are on YouTube creating YouTube content, I need to show you what's coming down the pipeline, and this is just the beginning of what's coming down the pipeline for video. Watch this. This was just released on Twitter today. Check this out. These are 100% generated by AI. His hand motions, his facial expressions, his vocal fluctuations, the tonality of his voice, it's all generated by AI. This is indecipherable from a real human being. This actually is a better video than probably what most of you guys are putting out. I don't mean that as an insult, by the way. What I'm saying, though, is that this is a high-quality talking head video. This has an equivalent feeling to somebody who's reading from a teleprompter. This is indistinguishable from a lot of content. Let me show you another example. This is actually from my buddy Austin at Socialty Pro. Watch this. Look at how his head is moving. Look at how his thumbs are moving in his pocket. Look at how his shirt is moving. 100% generated by AI. That's scary stuff. Put him in a shirt in an outdoor setting. You can't tell that that's fake. You have your suspicions, but ultimately you can't tell that that's fake. That looks real. So there are 3 problems that I see with AI generated content. Number 1, every aspect of video is going to ultimately be impacted by it. There is no escape from AI. If you can put somebody outside and you can match the lighting with the sky and you can have their thumbs moving and have expressions in their shoulders and in their face, every aspect of video is going to be impacted. Now, when I was talking about this a few months ago, I told you guys that one of the things that I think is going to be absolutely necessary for people is to incorporate some type of a vlog aspect into their content, because vlogs can't be faked. But it will be soon. It will be soon. I also predicted that faceless channels are going to be impacted, and I still believe that they 100% are. There are so many of these people who are promoting these faceless channel opportunities all over the internet. I'm telling you guys right now, that is going to disappear, because this type of content, you can have ChatGPT write you a compelling script. You can have AI build out all of the content that you need for that script, and you can probably in the near future have AI upload your content for you. That's how crazy it's going to get. I need you to understand this. You are going to be impacted by AI in your business if you're not paying attention. Number 2, you can't tell what's true from what's fake. That's going to create a lot of problems in the geopolitical landscape, international landscape. It's going to create an insane amount of problems. And so there have to be safeguards that are put in place in order for us to survive, in order for social media companies to survive. And number 3, people are going to form personal and fake relationships with artificial intelligence. My thought behind this is that reality as we know it is going to fundamentally shift, because if you can create this type of content that looks real, you can throw yourself into a headset like Oculus or like the new Apple Vision, whatever it's called, and you can disappear into a world that you create all by yourself and live there for as long as you want to live there. If you ask Elon Musk, he thinks that this reality is a sim. It's crazy out there. So what is the beacon of light? What is the hope, you guys? How can you combat this? Here's my thought. You need to be adding as much personality into your content as possible, because as you can see on these videos, their faces are still not quite lining up right, and it still feels a little bit like it's a simulation. That's going to get better. You need to be adding personal stories. You need to be collaborating on content with other creators. You need to be out there doing things that AI can't do right now. And we need to hope for and support anything that comes down the pipeline in terms of safeguards that are put in place. All right, you guys, if you like this video and you want to watch more, click this one, hit the subscribe button. Catch you on the next one. Bye.